Welcome to Ask and Learn.
So they tell us A and B are just some people in the world, and they want us to figure out if these four are going to be posets or not. So actually, let's write down the definition of poset first. So what it means to be a poset is that one, it is going to be reflexive, which means if A is an element of our set, then AA has to be in our relation. The next thing is it needs to be anti-symmetric, which means if AB is an element, or actually, so if AB and BA, if both of these are elements of R, then it has to be A is equal to B. And then it also needs to be transitive, which means that if AB, BC are both part of our relation, then AC also needs to be a part of this relation. So we'll just need to keep this in mind when we're going through. All right, so let's start with A here. So we say that A is taller than B. Well, it seems like this fails the reflexive property. So we would say not, since you can't be taller than yourself. So not since you cannot be taller than yourself. And I would hope we can all agree that we all are people, so we should be in this set of people. All right, now let's go ahead and go on to the next one. So A not taller than B. All right, well, you're definitely not taller than yourself. So for one, reflexive seems good. What about, is it anti-symmetric? Well, I don't think this is going to be the case, since two people are the same height. And since there are at least two people that are the same height, that would mean we'd have AB and BA elements of R, but A not equal to B. All right, so this one is not one, so let me circle the knots. All right, now what about A is equal to B, or you're an ancestor of B? All right, well, the reflexive part goes with A is equal to B. So reflexive is good due to that A is equal to B. Now, what about, is it anti-symmetric? Well, so let's think about this. So we have like grandparents, parents, you, and then kids, if you have any. So let's think about this. So there is no way that we can have this anti-symmetry. So remember, anti-symmetry means AB and BA only in R if A is equal to A. So what this is saying is, so A is an ancestor of B. Well, if I am an ancestor of my kids, there's no way my kids can be my ancestor. So there's no way. And then same thing with my parents. There's no way my parents can be the ancestor or be, there's no way my parents can have me as an ancestor. So that doesn't work. And then same thing here. So my grandparents are my parents' ancestor, but it's not the other way around. All right. So it seems like anti-symmetry holds. Now, what about the transitive property? Well, if my grandparents are an ancestor of my parents, then it's definitely an ancestor for me, and likewise, the same thing for my kids. So my grandparents, my kids have the ancestor in my grandparents as well. So, same thing with my parents. So, my parents have this ancestor of my grandparents. I have my parents as an ancestor, so I definitely have my grandparents as an ancestor. So, this one also checks out. Now, what about this one? So, A and B have a common friend. So, this definitely seems reflexive. Oh, actually, let's just go ahead and say yes and circle it because we actually didn't say whether it was or not. So if you have a friend, then you definitely have a friend in common with yourself. So that one checks out. Um, but it doesn't seem to be anti-symmetric because, like, say you have like a group of 3 friends. So you're person 1 here. Well, you have this common friend. So, well, 2 and 3 have a common friend in you. But if these two are also friends, then you can have where it switches. So you can have, in this case, of everyone being friends, 2 and 3 having a common friend, as well as 3, 2 having a common friend, but these 2 people are not the same. So this fails since you can have a friend group of 3 people. And so that kind of goes with the anti-symmetry there. So this one would not be a poset.